If you don't want to be in pain all the time, you need these 5 exercises in your life. Hey guys, Dr. Christy Ennis. Exercise number 1 is to be done before you even get out of bed. So the first step to this is actually just circling that ankle a little bit. Motion is lotion, right? We want to get that joint lubricated, especially after not moving all night. And then from here, we're going to go into a little bit of a deeper mobilization. The second part of this one is going to get that joint moving even a little bit better. So you're going to take one hand on that big ankle bone to help kind of stabilize that. The other hand is going to go around the heel, kind of cups. And from here, you're going to get some different motions in that ankle, right? That ankle does a lot of different motions. I'm already getting some snap, crackle, and pop just by going side to side here. You'll also go up and down. And this is one, if I don't do it before I get out of bed, I tend to hobble around and then I trip over my poor dog and wake him up, and that is not a happy scene. So this will help actually walking once you get out of bed to make that a lot easier. And you're just gonna do this until you go, oh, hey, wait a minute, that feels a little bit better. Exercise number 2 is seated. So you can do it on a chair, or if your feet will reach the ground in your bed, you can stay right in bed and do this. Now, we're gonna come right up onto those toes and then add a little circle. So I am working the muscles a little bit more now, but you can see my feet are getting involved a little bit here too, and this one's really cracky for me. So the goal would be to go in one direction for about 5 circles, and then you're gonna use your brain a little bit. Come on up and do a little bit more there. So now I'm getting some calf muscle involvement, some foot muscle involvement, and those joints are working a little bit more too. For exercise number 3, you need a little step or even a phone book or a bench so that you can put your leg right up on it. With your foot resting, you're gonna bring your toes up, and then you're gonna bring your chest forward a little bit, not slumping down. Chest forward a little bit so that you're starting to stretch out the calf and the hamstring, which also tends to get tight when we've got arthritis in there. Once you're in a position where you feel a nice, comfortable stretch, then you're gonna take that foot and you're gonna point it down to help stretch out some of the shin, and pump it back and forth. So calf to shin, about 5 to 10 times. Exercise 4 is going to work a little bit more of that strength. So you just want to make sure that when we do this one, you have something that you can keep nice and steady, either a wall or a bar or a counter. You're going to come up on both toes in a controlled manner, but the key part of this is lowering slowly to about the count of 4 to 5. And then once those heels touch the ground, you're going to lift those toes back up to help get the front of those shin muscles activated as well. Now, it's really important that we work on the slow lowering part because that helps to lengthen out the tendon. And I can tell you from my own personal experience that that tendon absolutely gets shortened when you have arthritis. And I was actually offered a tendon lengthening surgery, but I started adding these exercises into my repertoire and things improved greatly. So it really does make a big deal here. So about 5 to 10 repetitions here. Our 5th exercise is working on balance, mobility, and strength all in one. That is why I have this handy dandy dowel here. You can use the wall for balance if you need to, but we are standing on one leg. And since this is my not as good leg, that's the one I'm standing on. So we're gonna take the opposite leg. You're gonna have a little bend in your knee, and I'm taking this opposite leg out forward, out to the side, because now my ankle has to stabilize to keep it in the middle, right? Right behind me, and then even crossing off to the other side. So the key with this is that you do really want to try to keep that ankle from doing a whole lot of rolling, right? We're working on that stability component. And I can tell you again, this is really important. Whoa, really important to do. You can ask my family how many times I have fallen, and they will tell you it's probably a lot. So this has helped control some of that as well. And if you want more exercises on balance, I will link those for you too.